Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and I need to contain myself for the sneak peek that we just got because it is absolutely insane, guys. As I always say, it is bonk. Oh, this is going to be one of the best collaborations that we've ever had. At least I hope so, especially if history repeats itself. And we just had the end of Vice Mature, so hopefully you got what you wanted out of these girls. And, you know, some people that pulled from Mature and Vice, they might have regretted spending the rubies considering the sneak peek that we got from the Ko-Fi's page from Netmarble. Oh my god, I can tell you guys that I don't regret it whatsoever. I love both these girls. Super happy that I got both of them at A5. However, I think there's going to be some players out there that are going to be a little upset because, well, this showed up. And yeah, guys, I mean, this is what they put up in the Ko-Fi's page from Netmarble, or in Facebook, I'm sorry. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious what it is. Street Fighter 6. So this is a return of Street Fighter because we had Street Fighter a good while back. In fact, the funny thing about this is the very first time that the Street Fighter collaboration showed up in Ko-Fi's, they were actually the introduction of the EX character. They were the first collaboration characters that were EX, and guess what? They're going to be the first collaboration characters that are going to be UE. How insane is that? And I'm pretty sure Netmarble did that on purpose, but you can take a look at the little roster that we're going to have, and I know some people are going to be disappointed. There's no way you can make every player out there happy with collaborations. It is impossible. There's just too many great characters, especially with an IP like Street Fighter. There's just too many, but there's definitely some favorites in here for sure. And just like what they did with Tekken, we had Tekken and we had a rerun of Tekken, and you know, in the rerun of Tekken I was pretty disappointed because Heihachi wasn't in it. That's my favorite character from Tekken. If he isn't in it, I kind of have the I don't care attitude, and I know some players might have that attitude as well if they didn't get the character that they want from this update. But I mean, just look at what we're getting, guys. We're getting Juri, we're getting Ken, we're getting Cammy, we're getting Guile, and we're getting Jamie, a character that I didn't even know really anything about. I had to do a little research about the character. No offense to anybody that does play a lot of Street Fighter, but I'm just familiar with the old Street Fighter games. Jamie's one of the newer releases, but he's actually pretty damn cool, man. He's a really cool character. In fact, funny thing about the guy is whenever you start playing with him, he uses 90% of his base damage. And then as he drinks, you know, he has a drunken fist style. As he takes a drink, he gets an increase of 5% to his base damage. So he can go up to 95, he can go to 100, 110, or 105, 110, which is insane. Really, really cool. So I'm kind of hoping they do something like that for him in the next upcoming update where he gets stronger as he goes, maybe after taking drinks. That would be absolutely lit. And then you have Guile, and we'll take a look at all these supers and everything in future videos, but all of their supers are insane, guys. They all hit super hard. They're really, really badass. And you can pretty much bet that the waifus here are going to be, you know, Kingdom Come for a lot of players out there. We all know that a lot of us are simps and we're looking for them. But I'm really happy personally, guys, to see Ken in here. Really all of them, to be honest. But Ken is a big one because in the last Street Fighter collaboration, we was like, you know, we had Ryu, we had Akuma, we had Chun-Li. And it was like, you know, we had Luke, you know, and Bison. And it was like, where is Ken? Like, he's one of the most prominent characters in Street Fighter. So it's insane. And you know what? This version of him is badass. He is a monstrosity of a character. I mean, look at the size of him, right? I mean, you know, he's a little shorter than Guile, but he's built, guys. He looks insane. And Juri, I mean, it's Juri, guys. She's she's going to be quite the catch for a lot of players out there. And this was one that I was very sore about in the original Street Fighter collaboration, is that we didn't have Cammy. We are getting Cammy, guys. She is, oh, I'm so happy. And really for me, guys, you know, personal preference, this is the one I'm the happiest about, right? I'm really happy that these other, like especially these three, like Juri, Ken, and Guile are coming. I don't know Jamie that well, so it's hard for me to get excited. But after looking at his kid and after looking at his skills, he's pretty cool. He's pretty damn awesome. Kind of reminds me of Eddie Gordo from Tekken. But anyways, except for the drunken fist style that's integrated within his style. But all these characters I'm really excited for, but Cammy is really the one for me. Like, she's right below Chun-Li. Chun-Li's like my favorite female from Street Fighter, and then Cammy would be number 2. So I'm really, really happy to see that Cammy's in here. So you guys gotta let me know who you're excited about. Are you disappointed? You know, are there certain characters that you wanted to see in here? Because I know a lot of people are going to be like, man, where's Ryu? Where's Akuma? We already had them, right? Just like Tekken, they're not going to repeat the characters. They're not going to bring them back, right? I mean, they brought back Jin from Tekken, but it was Devil Jin. We didn't have Devil Jin in the original, right? So they're just not going to be doing that. It looks like when we get these reruns, we're just going to be getting different characters. So, if we ever get a Guilty Gear rerun or we ever get any other kind of reruns, you can expect that we're just going to have different characters than we had from the original run of the collaboration. And then that's not necessarily a bad thing. They can only incorporate so many characters in one collaboration or one banner at a time, or actually it's going to be probably two banners. So for them to separate them in different moments of the game where, we have one collaboration, and a year later we get a different collaboration, we have different characters, I think it's pretty cool, guys. I'm really, really happy to see it, because how many games get this many characters in their game? We are getting 10 Street Fighter characters in total, which is awesome, guys. Like, it's really cool to see this. And seriously, once these trailers start getting released, we get to take a look at these characters in color. They look absolutely insane, guys. And their supers are pretty damn lit. I'm really, really excited about this. But I want to digress for a moment. I want to touch on the Black Friday sales, right? And this is where it's going to be a little bit, kind of, So the first thing is the Black Friday Battle Pass. Honestly, the Battle Pass is really good. $1? $1 for all this? Okay, lucky spinner. I mean, it's $1, guys, right? And then you have this one here that's for $10 for 2,500 rubies. This is a good deal. If you want to spend $10, get you 2,500 rubies, go for it, right? 2,500 rubies is the same as almost 3 full multis in this game for characters. But it's actually a pretty good deal. Now, if you go into the event shop here, or go into the Black Friday shops, really what I want to kick on, you got $10 for this here, right? It's not really the greatest. You got $10 for this one here. It's not really the greatest, guys. These things really aren't that important, really, in this game. And to be fair, these auto clear tickets, I mean, if you don't have many of these, I know for veterans, we got tons of these things. But for a brand new player, this might be quality, because if you got auto clear tickets, you can get through some content pretty quick. You do a lot of farming, which is nice. So it might be worth it for some players out there. This one here, $20 for this. I mean, look at this, guys. $20 for 2,000 rubies, and the Kofus Pass gives you 2,500 rubies for $10. Half the price, yet a little bit more rubies. This AP don't mean jack. This is nothing. You can farm for AP in this game very, very easy, so I think that's a ripoff. You take a look at this one here. It's kind of the same thing, guys. Like, you get, it just isn't that good, right? We look at this one here for $30. I mean, it's honestly, guys, these are kind of like, they really should have had better deals for Black Friday instead of what I'm seeing here. I'm not really that impressed with it. There's a lot of these, and all honesty, guys, it takes a crap ton of these things. But again, veterans, like a new player, maybe this would be okay for them. But for a veteran, not really. Not really, guys. It just, we're going to have a lot of this. We're going to have a lot of AP that we need to use, and we can use it for these things, right? We're going to have a lot of auto clear tickets, and we're going to have a lot of AP. So it really isn't that great, especially for a spender. And then we get into these here. Now, this is pretty interesting to me. You have 2,500 rubies for one of these, right? So the thing about this is, win in auto mode in the plug-in plan. So that tells you right there that the option card is only good for the plug-in plan. So you're thinking to yourself, my problem with this, guys, is the rewards you get from the plug-in plan are the plug-ins, and they obviously make your character stronger. The problem I have with this is there's really no reoccurring or ongoing game mode where we need plug-ins, right? All we have is Tower of Illusion, which is one and done, right? In the plug-in plant, you need A5 characters to really farm in high levels of the plug-in plant, period. Whether you have this card or not, you need them to have it A5 and above. They need to be able to go to A9. So you might want this maybe if you farm a lot in the plug-in plant and you have, a character that is A9. I mean, everybody did get free Mukai, but some people might start this game afterwards, right? Some people might watch this video and they might want to come back because of Street Fighter, and they're looking at this, they don't even know what the plug-in plant is. Well, I'll just show you really quick. The plug-in plant is this new game mode in here, and this is for the players that don't know anything about this, they've never seen this before, right? This is the plug-in plant where you're going to use certain colored characters to come in here, and you're going to be able to farm for what's called plug-ins. Now, plug-ins are these little bitty items that give you power. They give you extra power. So if I click on my character here, and I go into the equip here, and I click on this little icon right here, these are plugins. And these babies add certain, increase skill damage, base damage, they increase a certain amount of attack, and all kinds of other little things. They just increase your damage tremendously. That's really what they do in a nutshell. So when you have these things equipped on EX characters or the UE characters now, it makes those characters a lot stronger. The problem I've always had with this game mode is, yeah, they can be useful and they can be helpful, but I don't think really people really even need them in all honesty for the most part. I mean, if they already have A5 characters and they're using them, then I don't know. It's one of those game modes that it's really helpful because it does make your characters a lot stronger. You're going to do a lot better in like these Ages Challenge where you can get, somewhat decent rewards, and you can definitely get really good rewards from the Tower of Illusion. This is another game mode where you can use these, plugins. They come in very handy in here to farm all the way up. The problem I have with this, just like the Tower of Trials, it's a one and done. Once you clear it and get your reward, that's it. You can't ever play it again, which kind of sucks. It's really a bit of a complaint I have with old Netmarble. So like the plugins just aren't really as valuable as what they like them to appear to be, at least in my humble opinion. Don't get me wrong, they're still good and they still make your characters stronger, but is it a need? I mean, for lower level characters, maybe it would help. I mean, it would help, quite a bit for them, but if you already have A5, A9 characters, I would question just how relevant they really are. And then we scroll down over to the next one, which is this one here, right? And this got Rugal. Love the artwork, but it's the same thing, guys. It's got to be in the plug-in plant, right? And it's just, I would just have the same argument with it. I mean, if you have an extra 5,000 rubies and you want to pick these up for the plug-in plant to make your characters, better for farming in there, then they'd probably be a decent investment. But the rewards that you're getting out of there, I just don't think you really even need. I haven't farmed in the plug-in plant in a long time, guys. And I'm still able to do everything in the game. I'm having no problems. I'm still doing the Ages Challenge. I'm getting my scores on my free-to-play and my main account. I don't farm for plugins hardly at all. So that tells you a lot of what you need to know already. But, I mean, for some people, maybe it would be worth it. And then they have these two option cards. These option cards, at one point, like this one here especially, was really insane because it increased basic attack damage. But it just hasn't been very useful in a while, right? It just didn't seem as useful. And it was useful in one Ages Challenge, but after that, it really wasn't. And this card here has never been good. It's never been good, ever. So I'm just letting you guys letting you know right now, it was useless. And these cards are trash. This is trash. I have a set of these. They're useless, guys. Don't buy it. Don't waste your rubies on it. Don't waste your rubies on this. Don't waste your rubies on any of this. In fact, I wouldn't spend my rubies on any of these 5 at all. If you want to take the chance with the plugins, if you think it's going to help you in the plugin plant, by all means, go for it, right? That's completely up to you. But these deals for the rubies, they really aren't that good. Honestly, they should have done a lot better job with the Black Friday deals. So it's like, this is one of the videos where like I'm super happy about the Street Fighter 6 rerun, but I'm really disappointed in the Black Friday sales. Like, these are just bad. Honestly, guys, the only one I could really recommend you buying is that Kofa's Pass. That's the only one I would buy. I mean, maybe, maybe this one here might be all right with these things here, but not really. I just don't think it's really worth it. I think the Battle Pass is really the only one that's really worth it, Ruby to dollar ratio. So, guys, let me know how you're all feeling about the Black Friday deals, and also let me know how excited you are for Street Fighter 6 rerun, guys. Are you excited about the characters that are coming? Are you disappointed? And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. TG+7 time. Link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody. Take care.